difficulty and complexity of running the Department of Homeland Security, but it is clear to me and to millions of Americans that this is a crisis by design and one that was avoidable.
My staff and I engaged and advised the Biden transition teams well before inauguration. Advice from career professionals was ignored.
He swore an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. Since then, the American people have suffered from a national security, humanitarian, and public safety disaster at the southwest border.
The House Homeland Security Committee kicking off their investigation into DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas over his, quote, dereliction of duty at the border. Chairman Mark Green led the hearing, and he joins us now. Good morning to you, Congressman.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I'm listening to the hearings yesterday, and you make a good point that the president swore to defend our Constitution, which means defend the citizens. What happens next? Is there any, he needs to be held accountable. How can he get away with this?
Yeah, so I couldn't agree more. Both he and Mayorkas, Secretary Mayorkas, they swore an oath to protect Americans, to protect the Constitution of the United States and our rights. And they failed to do that. And so what we've done is launched a 5-phased accountability and investigation, basically, into Mayorkas's activities. And phase 1 was the dereliction of duty phase, where we talk about the 11 laws that he's broken, 2 court orders he's refused to obey, lying to Congress and things like that. Of course, the whole cause and effect of this is that the American people are not safe. Our national security is at risk.
Chad Wolf said, he's the former acting DHS secretary. He said it's clear to him that this is a crisis by design and avoidable. Do you agree?
Oh, I agree 100%. You can look at every decision they've made. It's to open our border as wide as possible. They created the migration crisis in this region. People tested the system early on, saw that they could get in and get released, and so they called back home, and millions have come, and from 160 different countries. And now we're hearing, thousands of Chinese nationals coming across. It's a travesty, and it's intentional.
Why is it intentional? I don't understand. I mean, it's dangerous. We can't afford to house these individuals. Of course, you have a heart for people in other countries, but you can't just open your border.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you speak at that heart thing, it's really, let's assume for a second that it's all altruistic and they want to help, but why is the government picking where my charity goes, where Tennesseans' charity goes? Maybe we want to take care of Gold Star families or something like that. Mm-hmm. So it's not freedom, right? But it's really the risk to the American people. And you ask why? I mean, the best guess I can give is they think folks will come here and vote Democrat. I mean, I can't think of any other reason beyond just they're choosing that or choosing to use my taxpayer dollars to give to their charitable cause.
The moment that the inauguration happens, everything changes. Everything, all those promises go out the door.
Yeah, I think that was one of the more revealing things we got out of yesterday's hearing, is that they basically shut down all information flow from the professionals who secure our border to Secretary Mayorkas. And that's startling, because just in the Senate a few months ago, Mayorkas admitted he didn't even understand the core strategy of the drug cartels to get the fentanyl into the United States. And Merrick Garland had admitted he knew it, but Mayorkas didn't. I mean, that's admitting incompetence to the United States Senate, and it's all because he wouldn't listen to his own people.